Hello. Living in Boulder Vlog. Okay, so now I'm working on a new project, and I'm not. It's the new project that I was doing before. I was working on the old. Uh, the audio. The history books. Uh, Back last summer, I think I was at one point. I was planning on starting to exercise again. Ride my bike. I don't think I actually went on any rides, but I was going to, and so I started working on um, my. I smoked a bunch of weed when I woke up. Got my little smoke stick. I uh, oh yeah. I have a bunch of music on well, not music, but um, audio history books. If you look at my audio history book page on my website, I have all of the books from the history, philosophy, and religion section of Kindle and LibriVox on my website. The LibriVoxes are brown, and the number for the Kindles are black. It's about half and half. And then I went in there. I made that in 2013. 2013. And then so I went back last summer and I revamped it because they added a bunch of books on LibriVox, and so I downloaded a bunch more, and so I was organizing my collection on my computer to have all of those books, the ones on LibriVox, on my computer. On my computer, and organized the same way as they are, like numbered the same way as they are on my website. So and then put them on my cell phone so that I could be organized and know what books there are and what books I wanted to listen to. I have these pages of the different countries with the names of the books and then the contents of the books on my website, so I can highlight the page and then right click and play it, and then I can get an overview of what all these books consist of, so I can give me ideas on which ones. I always know which ones I want to listen to next. And it's a good way. So I'm going to do this because I have this new iPod that I have, and my Apple Watch and my cell phone and stuff. And my cell phone is 256 gigabytes, so it might hold close to most of the collection. So I'm looking for. There's my GoPro talking to me again. Um, so yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I kind of feel like it's essential. It's like one last job that I gotta do. And so yeah, well, I definitely just want to work on it until I get my bike computer in the mail, because that's when I'll be able to start riding my bike, like, and recording my rides, inside and outside if I wanted to. So yeah, I think I'll hold off. Yesterday I spent most of the day touching up the pages on my website, um, uh, the links on that 20K page, and then I went and was learning the Apple Watch, and then went in and had dinner with my mom. So I what today, and then I finished the day up until 3 in the morning. It's 11 now, and I was working till 3 on this. It was really because I'm renaming them also, all the files and the names of the folders. When you download them from LibriVox, they have them named where the words, everything's all condensed into one word, and then they have all those LibriVox words after it, and it makes it confusing to look at. So, yeah, it's a lot of work because you're talking about, it's like, what, 1,200 books that I have, and most of those are LibriVox. So, then I'm going to have to, where it's going to get really time consuming when I have to get into the actual page and rebuild it. Because if I noticed on, I think it was UK page philosophy, there were two fives because I added a new book, but it was the fifth largest book, and there were like 55 of them in that section, which means that if I'm going to rename that, I have to rename everything below it. I have to change the links, and then I have to do it with the actual section below that, rename them and change the links, and then change the colors of everything. So it's a total, the way that I have my page designed with rainbow crystal, it works best, but it's the most time consuming, and if you have to rebuild it, it's the biggest nightmare. So it's kind of like German engineering or something. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is just make sure that I have the complete list there, make sure that there aren't any surprise books, and just go ahead and rebuild it if I have to. And then never update it again. I mean, that was the idea when I first built it the first time, was just to build it once and never update it. Call that my collection for life that I have to memorize. But then I rebuilt it because it wasn't, because it'd been so long and I had so much work to do. There were more stuff, so that's what I'm gonna do now. And I might listen to stuff. I haven't been listening to anything for the last few weeks. I've been kind of brain dead because I tried to the other week, and on my cell phone I wanted to read Livy. I think it was a certain chapter in Livy, so I was okay, cool, look at that, and I clicked it, and the link was broken. Oh my god! Turns out all the links in Livy are broken, so I fixed the links, and that was the last time. So yeah, if everything's perfect, all the links work, it makes it easier to not get derailed with the studying. So anyway, my fiance and I are studying Plato. Aristotle politics. Dissecting Aristotle politics right now. That's probably the best book ever. At this point, I think most important book to translate and talk about to the world, because he's talking about the stages of a political structure, and that the final and best stage is democracy. And we need to understand that it's not some kind of aristocracy where there's eternal slaves everywhere, but that we can make everybody equal. Okay, so that's enough talking. Later.